Yeah, what up, YouTube? Here with a post-fight review video for this past Saturday's fight between Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Now, this has been a fight that's been talked about amongst the boxing fans for as long as both fighters emerged on the scene. Um, this fight should have happened long before, at least in my opinion. Um, but they hit their primes, I say, at different times. Like Amir Khan emerged onto the scene as a world-class champion fighter a little before Kell Brook emerged on the scene as a world-class championship fighter. Amir Khan was in his prime at lightweight and at super lightweight, especially when he was the super lightweight champion, training with Freddie Roach and beating guys like Maidana, Paulie Malignaggi, Zab Judah, and guys like that. That's when Amir Khan was, at the height of his career. And when Kell Brook emerged on the scene as a world-class champion, Amir Khan was already kind of out the way. Danny Garcia and Lamont Peterson has already beaten him for the super lightweight title. That's when Kell Brook, catapulted onto the scene as, that guy at welterweight from England at least. He beat Sean Porter, who's a great fighter, had a fight against Errol Spence, and he's had a good career. But I say at least before Amir Khan and Kell Brook made that leap to middleweight to fight Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, before they went on and did that, I thought they should have got in the ring and fought. It would have been big, not only for English boxing, but for boxing period. But it finally happened this past Saturday. You already know the results of the fight. Kell Brook was able to score a 6th-round stoppage TKO win over Amir Khan. Now, I predicted Kell Brook to win. I thought his style would carry him to a win in this fight. I was expecting a later round stoppage win for Kell Brook. I just thought that Amir Khan wouldn't be able to hold up to Kell Brook's punches, especially during the later rounds. Not only is he older, but he's always had a questionable chin, and I'd say that with all due respect, but this is a known fact. I thought once Kell Brook started, finding his mark with his accuracy and punch selection, those would accumulate, and once Amir Khan is in deep waters and is in trouble, he seems to throw at will, in survival's mode, rather than somebody who's calculated and tactical, and is basically fighting out of instincts. When he's in trouble, I thought it'd come to something like that, but in the later rounds, I thought that would happen, but it happened in the 6th round. Kell Brook pretty much was a clear winner in the fight. I gave Amir Khan only 1 round during their 6th-round fight. It was scheduled for 12, but it only went halfway. And Kell Brook, he fought a good fight. He was patient. He picked his shots very well. He was accurate with his punches. And once he found his mark, and once his gloves made contact with Amir Khan, man, got in trouble as soon as a solid punch landed for Kell Brook. And like I said, how we know Amir Khan, once he gets touched and he's in trouble, it's like almost watching a chicken with his head cut off, and he's just basically throwing to survive. And that was pretty much the highlight of the fight. That pretty much sums up the fight between the two fighters. Like I said, Kell Brook, his patience, his timing, his punch selection won him the fight. And as far as Amir Khan goes, he said during the post-fight press conference, he has said, I believe, he's going to retire. And yeah, he's done pretty much enough in the sport. He's fought everybody he could fight. He's definitely taken enough punishment, and he's had a great amount of success throughout his career as well. He'll go down as a memorable fighter throughout this generation, a rugged fighter who showed a great heart all throughout his career. And as far as Kell Brook, he's calling out Mayweather and shit after the fight in the press conference, but he's coming towards the twilight of his career. He's heading towards the end of his career as well. I say, after the Triple G fight, that's when he started slowing down. Like I said, both these fighters are not in their prime, and it happened way later than it should have, but it still had a great amount of hype behind it. They sold out the whole Manchester arena, and yeah, it was an entertaining fight to watch nonetheless. And yeah, much respect to both fighters. Definitely, my hats off to Amir Khan. He's put on good, entertaining fights for all the fans to watch for as long as I can remember. So salute to him and best of luck in his future. And as far as Kell Brook, man, he could be one of welterweights. They got some marquee names. Everybody knows who the marquee names are at the welterweight division. But Kell Brook could be one of those guys still as, one of them gatekeepers. I don't want to say a stepping stool for up-and-coming guys like Virgil Ortiz and Jaron Ennis and guys like that. But, he could, be there in the mix with guys like, Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios, Danny Garcia, and guys like that. And maybe, for other up-and-coming British welterweight talent out there, he's still a household name over there in England, and he could draw out there. So, if he wants to stick around, then, I don't think he was serious when he was calling out Mayweather, saying come out of retirement to make that fight happen. I don't think he was being serious with that. But he could still do a few things within the welterweight boxing scene. But with that being said, that sums it up for my post-fight review video for the Amir Khan Kell Brook fight. Y'all let me know how y'all took the fight, y'all analysis on the fight in the comments, or if y'all got a video that y'all want me to check out where y'all talk about this fight, I'll check it out. And if y'all want to subscribe, share, that'll be appreciated. If y'all want to do all that good shit, go ahead and do that. And yeah, that does it for this video. Till next time, y'all be safe, be healthy, and peace.